Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising. It is Total Thursday here on the Morning Mac Show. Baby, I want to say good morning to everybody that says good morning, top of the morning to you, lassie and all that good stuff. Baby, let's get into this show today. But before I can get into the show, look, y'all see I'm up here sending the people out to the people on Instagram. I'm inviting them, go on inviting them out. So while I'm taking this time to invite my family and friends out, why don't y'all take some time out to invite your family and friends to tune in to what you all are watching today. So it's gonna be a different tall story. Because I'm gonna have the panel really deeply involved and engaged. And I'm gonna start it off first. But before I do, I want to pay some bills. Let me do my little commercials. My commercials right here for this book, this fabulous book right here. Boo, boo, boo. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. This is a good book. If you want looking for a story that's gonna make you cry, that's gonna make you laugh, that's gonna make you mad, and got a hero and winner at the end. This is it right here. This is it right here. So for a limited time, we got this book coupled with this fantastic substance called Molly Moss. It's sea moss, right? This is the sea moss that this young man makes, but he makes it in lemonade. He makes it tea with it. He makes smoothies out of it. He makes ices. The things that he do, it is flavored to the tip top. I don't know who this is calling me. It's some 410 number, but I don't know. I don't answer numbers. I don't call. I tell people, you want to contact me, text me first, because I don't answer numbers. I don't call. And you might say, Reese, are you avoiding people? No, I just don't answer numbers that I don't know. I ain't avoiding no bill collector because I'm gonna tell all the bill collectors the same thing. I ain't got it. You know, and it's always hospital bill people collecting for me. I'm like, didn't my insurance pay? So whatever my insurance didn't pay, I'm sorry. Right? Anyway, back to this book. You can get this book with an 8-ounce jar of Molly Moss sea moss today. And save $10. You get $10 in the spam again. Okay, you save $10 when you do the compilation. I want to say good morning, Lee in the house today. Good morning. I thought she was in the home. Lee.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I popped in like one of the Muppets. I popped in like one of the Muppets. Hey.
Which one are you? Which Muppet are you?
I don't know.
It's a kid. What? These people calling me a kid. I'm gonna have to mute for a second, y'all. 1 second. Hello.
Hello.
What up, Molly? Molly Ma. Molly Ma. Am I the only one home? Well, looky. I might as well go and get it out the way. I'm Lee. I'm the host for Friday night. I'm hiding behind this cabinet looking like I'm something. I don't know what I'm doing, but I thought it was funny. They done left me on the channel all by myself. It's like being left as the president. What am I going to do with it? I want to rewrite. As of today, I am asking for many people to sit down and write down their thoughts of the Constitution. And let's rewrite the Constitution. Let's do that. That's one. Okay. What am I going to do with this time I have here? By myself, I realized that laws aren't meant for rich people. I mean, poor people. It's only written for rich people. We always get in trouble. But I was taught to only get into big trouble. I'm going to get in trouble, get in big trouble. Low trouble, get you more time. Big trouble, get you a fine. What am I going to do at this time? You're talking presidency. I want to be the president. I think I can fix us. I really do. Make America be productive again. I mean, we got to start building stuff. We don't build anything anymore. We need to start building. Why am I hiding? So I have this time. I have a show Friday. What up? Is that Molly? Molly.
I'm just listening to hear what you was talking about.
Oh man. I'm left in the room by myself. I don't know what I know today is Thursday.
Tall tale
Thursday. I'm not telling no tales. I do want to be president. I do. I think I can fix us, man.
You think we broken?
We are broken. We're definitely broken. I mean, with the things that's going on right now, we're broken and complacent within the Rams too. We don't. I mean, we act like shit don't stink, but it does. We getting ready to find out.
I think everything is exactly how they want it to be. It ain't
What
nothing
they
fixed.
want it to be.
It ain't nothing that's broken.
Yeah.
Like a house, like the White House. Like imagine they kept the White House clean, but they left one room dirty. That wouldn't be accident. You know, and that's what they doing. Everybody else got it good. Black people, we got it bad. That's not bad. You know, so it ain't nothing to fix. It's like it's something that like we got to create our own. So we protect our own. But as long as we part of their system, they gonna make sure we get this last bit of scrap.
Yeah, they keep and most of us follow lead. We go and follow the leader because we don't know no better, or do know better and just don't do better. I don't understand, but I think I can fix the world right about now. I believe
we're better than what we got in there right now.
You got what I look at with that situation that we got is that he came in under the worst possible situations of anybody. That's like walking into your house and there's no roof. You know, Biden went in there with the government shut down, people fighting, not wanting them there. I mean, he went in under the worst pandemic.
That was the plan. Though. No matter who was president before Biden, when he got in office, we was gonna be in the pandemic. Trump ain't put us in the pandemic.
Oh, we was already in the pandemic. It was shut down. The government was shut down. We're open back up. I mean, I don't know how effective the shots are because people that got the vaccine, still got sick. But I don't know if it would have been bad or worse or whatever. All I know is this man took the world from even as old as he was, and that was my first thought, you know, that he was older, but I wasn't gonna accept Trump talking about if he get back in, there would be no more voting. You're not gonna take that away. So I just, you know, I went with the
just
I
think a lot of people got to get their feelings out of it. I think a lot of people got to really get their feelings.
Well, you got to tell that guy that was in there before Biden that, because he felt that he needed to be
politics.
I mean, politics.
And that's the thing.
And
if the guy before Trump was even worse than him, you know, so it's like it got worse.
I don't think he was.
But people don't see it because they even Democrats, so they Republican. So Democrats don't see.
You're breaking up. I'm not hearing you. I don't hear you.
Maybe trying to get me out of there. I'll speak.
What's wrong with you? I'm not hearing you.
Stanley.
I didn't hear you.
No, I see most people telling that are really doing research. Like if I ask y'all who demoted, like basically who took more immigrants over the border than any president ever. You know, it's not even close. Like who dropped the most bombs when they was in president on innocent people more than anybody ever. It's not even close. Like I told you that Trump deported over
over
10
10
million
million
immigrants
immigrants.
in his
And
y'all to be like,
y'all to
well,
be like,
he's
well,
never
he's
been
never
off.
been office.
You know,
You know,
and if I
and
told
if I
y'all
told
that
y'all that
Trump
Trump
did half
did
of the
half
things
of
that
the things that
Obama
Obama
did, y'all
did,
would be
y'all
like,
would
I
be
ain't,
like, I ain't,
but that's
but
what you
that's what
expect.
you expect.
But when
But when
Obama
Obama do these things,
for some
for
reason,
some reason, it just
get brushed
get
off
brushed
like it
off
never
like it
happened.
never happened.
Obama did
Obama
way
did
worse
way
things
worse
than
things
Trump,
than
Biden,
Trump,
and all them
Biden,
put
and all them
together.
put together.
But we overlook
But
it
we
because he's
overlook it
black
because he's black
and he a
and he a
Democrat.
Democrat.
And that's why I
And
know
that's why I
people
know
vote
people
off
vote off
feelings. I don't
feelings.
care
I
what
don't
color
care
they
what
is.
color
They all
they
ain't.
all in
They all
they
against
all
it.
against this.
But as long
But
as
as long as they got
picking a
y'all picking a
side,
side,
Obama this,
Obama this,
Trump this,
Trump this,
Biden that,
Biden that,
they got
they
y'all.
got y'all.
They all
They
working
all
together,
working
good
together.
cop,
Good
bad
cop,
cop.
bad cop.
Trump do his
Trump do
part.
his part.
You get y'all
You
to
get
hate
y'all
him.
to hate him.
And at the
And
same
at the
time,
same
tell
time,
us
tell
truth.
us truth.
But when it
But when it
come out,
come out,
it be like,
it be
well,
like, well,
I told
I
y'all,
told
Trump
y'all,
told
Trump
y'all,
told
but we
y'all,
ain't
but we
listen
ain't
to
listen to
who
this.
gonna listen
Who
to
gonna
Trump?
listen to Trump?
Then
Then
Biden come out and say
and say
something.
something.
We believe
We
it.
believe it.
Then we go
Now,
Then
do
we
it.
go
Then we
do it.
find
Then we
out
find out
we
I'm,
shouldn't
we
even have to
shouldn't
do.
even have to do.
I'm older than that, bro. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Older the
Everybody
worse.
Only the worst.
They want to be followers. Old is not the worst. That was the best. We paved the way for the ones that came up with the dumb ideas now, which is smart. I mean, who thought that there would be airspace? That's not what it was when I was coming up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it is now. We knew the Jetsons was coming. But no, I mean, you can ask me a question, but you got to realize all of them have done something. But they fight against a lot. It's like the abomination of slavery, all of this stuff, all of it. I mean, if you look at the abominations, not that that's the abomination, yeah, slavery, Emancipation Proclamation, all of that stuff.
Hey,
Mhm.
we got guest
I'm listening.
I'm just saying, man. We still need our rights. So you would rather have a dictatorship?
I'd rather
I'm
know
rather
the truth
know the truth
than a
You-
lie.
you never-
Y'all quote unto
y'all
the lie.
quote
As
unto
long
the
as they
lie.
lie
As
to
long as they
y'all
lie to y'all,
and they give y'all
and they
this
give y'all
persona
this
that they
persona
going
that
to
they
help
going to
y'all,
help y'all.
y'all like
Y'all
these
like
people.
these
Y'all
people.
think
Y'all
Biden
think
is
Biden
good
is
after he
good
done
after
did
he done
all the
did
worst
all
thing
the
you can
worst thing
possibly
you can
do to black
possibly do to
people in the
black
90s.
people in the 90s.
It don't matter.
It don't
Y'all
matter.
let it go.
Y'all let it go.
Listen, do
It
you
don't matter.
believe
Y'all trust
Y'all
him now
trust him now
for Trump.
for
Because
Trump.
y'all think
Y'all
Trump
think
that
Trump
bad
that bad
that y'all would
that
trust
y'all
to death.
He is that bad. You gotta
What did
go
Trump do
further
that's
back.
that bad other than say some racist stuff? What did he actually do that for?
Right, you gotta go way back on that. I mean, I've
No, because y'all don't go way
don't
back
go
with
way back
Biden,
with
so you
think-
can't go way
can't
back.
go way back.
I
You gonna
was
go
I
back
was
Gonna
there,
when
go
he's
back
off.
when he's off.
I was there before he got there. You talking about the 80s, bruh. You talking about the 80s. He's not it wasn't he just didn't just catapult out of the ground. I'm talking about the 80s, Baltimore. I'm talking Hagler Hearns fights and stuff like that. The Taj Mahal, his casinos back then. I mean, just jacking people. I want you to go and look up Trump Plaza Vegas.
I watched it, and Trump the only person that was fighting against these white people that was pretending to be fat dollar Indians that was buying up all the casinos. Trump was the only one that was fighting against.
That's
I don't
because
get what I was saying back then. What was
that's
y'all
because
saying?
they would not let him
You getting
in. Neither would they let him.
Hello? Yeah, for some reason I get echo when your mic unmuted. Lee. Monty said. So what I'm gonna do is when you talk, I'm just gonna mute my mic. When I talk, mute your mic. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you go back to all of those days. I mean, a ripoff and a con artist when you see one. You open a brand new casino, they come in and they inspect it after someone complains. And just when they say, look, you got to pay $20 million in fine, all of a sudden you shut your casino down. Or $220 million. They shut it down. You're supposed to have a fight there. You got these people $20 million. but then you stop the fight and keep the money. You don't refund the money. That's been going on. Look up. I
You
want you to
talking
look
about
up.
one incident that ain't got nothing to do
No,
with
I want you to go.
president.
Not just one incident.
All right, Lee, I'm gonna ask you is why is it when Biden do something in the 90s, y'all overlook it, and then but when Trump do something in the 80s, y'all bring it up? It don't make sense. If we're not talking about Biden in the 90s, where he did arresting our people for nickel bags, giving them life in prison, why we constantly keep bringing up what Trump was doing in the 80s, trying to say the casinos and one incident that he had that the money, and they ain't got nothing to do with black people. There was white problems. The same thing y'all say about Valentine's Day, the Valentine's Day massacre. That was all white people. I got proof. And all I'm gonna do is show videos and show proof because Biden and Trump are all evil. But Obama was even more evil than them. And nobody remember it because nobody cared. Y'all vote off feelings. And y'all gotta really get y'all feelings out of it. I'm gonna play this one clip and hopefully our girl Reese is like she gonna be back in. Y'all listen to this clip because it seems like white people the only people who listen. That's what it seemed like. And it seemed like when they speak out, and it's them on the Breakfast Club. Everybody know the Breakfast Club because Joe Biden is part of the gang. He was on the Breakfast Club and he said, if you ain't black, I mean, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. And y'all niggas really feel that way. Watch what he said. And this truth, look it up. Look up all the information that we talk about on him. Look it up.
I can't hear nothing. Am I back?
Mexican, yes. And that was more than Trump. He deported way more. Yeah, he deported way more.
Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It won't play. What's going on, y'all? Hey. So what did I miss? I had to take care of some business with the house. That was doing an inspection. I had to show them, the leaks and everything. What's wrong with my unit? What I miss? I can't hear you, Lee.
We were discussing some electoral stuff.
Okay.
That was scary. And he's trying to pull up the receipts of us not us voting based on feelings versus actual understanding what we're voting for.
Right.
It's not. I don't go on feelings. I look at what I think is dangerous and what I think is better for us. It's not a. It's still a feeling, but it's oh no, and I love that person. No, it's not that.
Ooh, I hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you allowing the laptop now? I got the feedback. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I wasn't getting any feedback, but I know. See, I'm not gonna.
Stay right there, Lee. Stay in the podcast. I'm going to leave out and come back in. So for a quick minute, it's going to be the Lee show. Go. Let me go log off and come back in. Let me see if that helps. Let me go out and come back in. Okay. All right. I'll be right back, y'all. Listen to Lee for a minute.
Well, it look like silence is gonna be golden. No, but I got a show come Friday at the Galactic Panther. Some funny guys, maybe a couple might not be funny like myself. I may not be funny, but I'm trying to tighten up the last few in, so I'm not gonna be on very long. I'm just coming in to be a guest. Look at me. I look like Mr. Potato Head. But how is everybody doing? If you got any comments, tell me. Do I really look like Gary Coleman?
Yes.
Yes.
You do. It's okay,
It's okay.
Gary.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We all got like somebody.
All right.
Gary Coleman looks like me because I'm older than him.
Are you? What you talking about, Willie? I would have thought that you would have been promoting yourself.
I did, but me and Molly got into a conversation about Biden and Trump and feelings and voting and.
Okay.
But
yeah.
it's called to Thursday, right?
Yeah,
I want to tell a story
and let y'all figure out is it the truth or not? Every guest will tell a story, and it could be truth or not. You know, but I think a story or situation. But I can't do it because I got this feedback. And I don't know where this feedback coming from. And it's only when I talk.
Well, I'm muting my mic. I'm gonna mute my mic.
I don't think that's gonna make a difference. Okay, it's gone. Well, maybe it did make a difference because the feedback is gone. Good morning, contractor. How have you been?
Oh, I'm good.
That's good. Okay. I ain't seen you in a minute. I know you've been busy working and all that stuff.
Yeah, busy working. And I connected with that dude. You told me about to do the TV show, so I did that. And then he said he got a call for me to be on a Tonight Show. So I was like, that's what's up. So thank you, Reese, for all of that.
You are welcome. You are more than welcome.
Who's that, Lee?
Lee, that's right there in Baltimore.
Oh,
Don't forget, I'm gonna be in Baltimore on the 3rd and on the 16th.
Oh,
I'm gonna be at Dimples Lounge. Hey, Miss Contractor.
Hey.
I'm gonna be at Dimples Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
That's on a Sunday. That's on March the 3rd.
You know what I said?
Dimples Lounge, I'll look it up.
I'll send y'all the flyers, and then in Utah Street, I'm gonna be down there, someplace in Baltimore on Utah Street. But if y'all want to come up here and book you a room for this extravagant weekend, girl, Christopher Williams is going to be there. It's a 3-day excursion. It's something nice. I think it's called the Weekend of Love. They doing a comedy show and a fashion show on Friday. Then Christopher Williams will be performing on Saturday, and then they have like some type of a banquet or dinner on Sunday. If you go to Eventbrite, you can see all the different things, all the different amenities. But if you just want to come to the comedy show and stuff, that's on Friday night, and the price for that is $35. You don't have to get the whole weekend package. You can get just the show. But Christopher Williams will be there crooning. And this is on the 8th. Show on the 8th. That's if you like Christopher Williams. Some people do, some people don't.
Remember I told you we in Puerto Rico until Sunday.
Oh, on the 8th. So when
No, she said March.
Oh, March. Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about the Christopher Williams thing. She said it's this weekend.
No, March. That's in March.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
All of this is in March. You know. Okay. Lee got a show this Friday at the Galactic Panther. And then the following week, her and Bubaka are going to be in Pennsylvania. She's on a show with them. And then she's doing another show on March the 1st at the Galactic Panther. Lee, she's doing her birthday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, she just sent me the flyer.
for both of them?
No, just the one. I thought the one guy was Phil Page, though. He looked like Phil. Earl Wyatt, I think somebody's name.
Oh, Earl. I think you met Earl before, Contractor. He with the hat and the glasses. The last time, I think you may have met him before.
Oh, probably. I don't know. Every time I see a hat and glasses with that star, I think it's Phil.
Earl is a lot skinnier than Phil.
Oh, okay.
And Earl's a little shorter than Phil, I think. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Molly, you back, Molly?
I'm back on my phone. I don't know why they kicked me out. So I'm coming back in on my laptop.
Breakfast Club. You know how the Breakfast Club do us.
Nah, they was kicking me out before the Breakfast Club. It's when you talk different on there. I don't know. I was asking people who they think, what president they think deported the most immigrants in they time as president. And it ain't even close. And all you gotta do is Google it. I was asking who dropped the most bombs on innocent people or people, period, when they was president. I'm talking about with them drones and everything. It's not even close. And I just waiting for people to give me the answer, because I always ask people like why they hate Trump. And they be like, well, because he did something in the 80s. And then I'd be like, well, Biden did this in the 90s. Well, I forgave them for that. Well, how y'all forgive something for Biden did in the 90s and keep bringing up what Trump did in the 80s? I don't care about neither one. I'm just saying they both playing good cop, bad cop. They all bad. But Obama was just as worse. And they don't know Obama was that president. Yeah, he deported over 3 million immigrants just in the time he was there.
Yeah, but
you was asking me for an answer. I thought you was making a statement. I didn't realize you was asking me for an answer.
I'm saying we
got. You talking about Obama? Obama pushed the whole gay agenda. I'd rather have the immigrants here and keep that gay shit where it was at. You know, look, you got gay shit.
Wait a minute, let him talk. But Contractor, you got feedback. Is your both of y'all on the speaker? It's coming through twice. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying, but Obama pushed a whole gay agenda. And you got little kids talking about they want to be gay. They're only 4 and 5 and 6 years old. They don't even know nothing about that. So if I had to choose to have the 3 million immigrants here versus the whole agenda he pushed, I'd rather have the immigrants here. They ain't do shit to nobody. They want to work and have a better life just like everybody else. But you got little boys out here. It's sad. I go in these women's house and these little boys, they so little, walk around dressed like girls. It's sad. It's very sad. I mean, I know I might be a double standard, but to me, it's okay for a woman to do it, but it ain't cool for no another man to be trying to act like no woman. You a man. You was born as a man. God don't make mistakes. You don't see no gay animals. Even when you see two gay people together, one is feminine, one is masculine. You see a woman and she with a stud dyke, you'll mess with a dirty looking chick that look like a dude. But if that's a dude came up to you and looked dirty just like that bitch dude, you wouldn't even give him the time of day. It's just so, it's nothing but mass confusion. You know what I'm saying? These dykes be looking dirty as shit. So, and you'll see him out with a bad chick out with a dirty ass dyke. But if a dirty dude, a real man, approached them looking exactly like that, they wouldn't even give him the time of day. It's just a bunch of confusion. I'm gonna mute now.
Sound like somebody done bit somebody's toenails off. God damn.
That dirty dyke. He's entitled to it.
I was making a joke. What are you talking about? His opinion is great. I just said, that damn, somebody must have been biting somebody's damn toes off if she gonna be with a dirty dyke. God damn, that's some good eating.
Yeah, Lee, you funny. Don't ever say somebody else.
That right there is a conversation for me and you, not from
Okay,
BOG.
okay.
I don't even know what they about to get into, y'all. All I know is she's saying that must be some goody.
She must have bit the damn toenails off if she gonna be with a dirty day.
No, he was saying that they look not necessarily that they're dirty, but they look fluffy. He was saying, why do women that want to be masculine women, why do they look dusty? And
Lee, you got me.
Huh?
Because when I speak, she getting feedback. So when she talk, we gotta mute.
he was saying, why do they have to look? You know what? That's a good question, because you're right. Because if a dude came up looking dusty like that, they was like, "Oh, you dusty." But if a broad come up looking dusty, it's like, "Oh, okay," because she's a woman, she could look dusty. I'm confused on that. You know, if I was a lesbian, I would be the feminine one, because I'm not even attracted to other women. So you got to look exactly like a man for me. You got to fool me, and I got to think you're a man. That's because I'm not attracted to women. They got the same thing I got. I don't even touch myself, let alone touching another woman. It's like, you know, I don't even play with. That's why I don't even play with myself. Play with it, but don't play with it. I don't even do that. So, but at the same token, that's your sexual preference. Am I scared? Do I got a phobia? Nope. I don't have no scared, no fear, no phobia, or nothing. Because what I choose to do in my bedroom is to be what I choose to do in my bedroom. It's a private, personal discussion between me and whatever I'm doing in my bedroom. But when you bring it outside your bedroom, I have a problem with that, whether it's male or female. I don't need to know how many doggers you know saw last night, but they come out, "Oh, child, this is for the men. Oh, I done this, that." I don't need to know that. What you do in your business is, even with heterosexual people, you don't see them going around, "Oh, girl, now let's say a hoe. I done did this, I done did that." I don't you know, I just don't know. But what you do in the privacy of your own bedroom should be respected, and that's what you do in the privacy of your own bedroom. If I want to dress up like Tarzan and swing from a vine, that's my business. I don't need to show it to the public. You know, if I want to stand on my head and sing "Pop That Coochie Baby," and while I'm twerking, that's not, nobody needs to know that and see that, but who I'm doing whatever to. But I think that the problem comes when you bring all that stuff outside of your bedroom, outside of your closet. Keep it in your closet. You know, you want to be free to do whatever you want to do. That's true. You could do that, but it ain't nobody business if I do. See, that's all I'm saying. You know, as far as, you know, all that, the gay agenda and all that. And I don't think Obama, I think it was going to come anyway. He was just the one who did. It was coming anyway. You said no, Miss Contractor. Why you say no?
They pushed
that because that was a black man in president. That was a black man in what they considered a seat of power, and that his words would be a lot more help me with that.
See, black people going to accept more stuff from black
from
people
him than they would from.
It's like slavery all over again. They would pick one of them to be a preacher, and everybody else would listen to that one. Word. Even in cities, they have certain mayors. Every city that's ran by a black mayor hits rock bottom. So they put them in position, and then all they do is rob the community blind. My thing is, when somebody become gay, okay, if you get gay, then be gay. Why you gotta become a character? You gotta be a man trying to act like a woman. Why can't you just be a man and like men? And that's it. And you want everybody to know, gay people be wanting special treatment because they suck dick and eat pussy. I eat pussy too, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, and she take care of this dick.
Oh God.
She take care of this dick. I seen it with my own eyes.
You a man.
So where is our special treatment? That's the only thing you doing. You having sex with somebody, maybe the same person. You special because of that? The fuck out of here, that bullshit. And our kids getting sucked right into that shit. You got two white gay men adopting a black kid, but I ain't never see two black gay guys adopt a white kid. Never.
Wow. We gotta look that up. That's worth for Google. We gotta look that up because we don't see it in our community. Not here.
You never see it.
Right.
I don't know if it's like that somewhere else.
And you know what they doing to that little boy.
Because that right there is brainwashing, and look at what this is, and this is what you're supposed to do. This is the new normal.
Yeah, Obama said it was okay. So, most black people ain't grow up with no man around, no father, no nothing. So if a black man come around, he seem like he knows something, they just fall right in line without even questioning. And he just came out and said he had homosexual thoughts about men. Obama just came out and said that shit. So
Obama gay.
Yeah.
Where Ronald Hunt at?
That's Michael. Yeah, you see Monty? Monty said you should have Ron Hunt on here since he is for the gay community. We already got Lee on here. She can give her input.
What's up, Marley? What's up, Marley?
What up with y'all? What's up, contractor?
Ain't nothing.
Man, they hate when I talk about Obama, and tell them the truth, what he actually doing. Even these Obama phones, they don't know they just receivers, so they wonder how the police know everything. Cause they gave all y'all Obama phones. They receivers.
Yo.
Legally, they can do it.
Yo, anything free, we ain't gonna know about. If they handing out black telephones only in a black neighborhood, come on, free ain't free. Nothing is free. It's a reason behind that. If that shit was that good and free like that, it would have been in the county. You'd have never heard about that shit.
And let me tell you a lot of people, this is my experience with the Obama thing. I'm gonna tell you on a standpoint, this is Talk Talk Thursday, that Obama healthcare, it did not help me one bit. Let me tell you what they did to me, y'all. They told me when I got sick, right? The Obamacare, when he switched it and made everybody get the Obamacare, I was paying $365 a month to Blue Cross Blue Shield. I had my own business. That's just for my own personal insurance coverage, right? No problem, because I was doing my billing and coding thing. I was at a good place. When I got sick and lost my insurance coverage and lost my ability, because I was in the hospital for a couple of months and then in the nursing home for over 6 months, right? So lost my ability. They wouldn't give me insurance because they said Obamacare was for people that's working. And I'm like, well, I'm no longer working anymore. And then the state was giving me flack because they was like, well, how much was you making before? They was giving account. What difference do what I was making last month or last year, whatever, has to do with me needing help now? Do you know I could not get any insurance because the Obamacare was saying, oh, you got to work in order to get discounted or low insurance. I was like, wait a minute. And then Medicaid was giving me all kinds of, I was going through hell and high water with all of these new laws and stuff. I'm like, well, why didn't y'all put it back because some people fall in that gray area. I'm like, why didn't y'all put it back to where it was? They didn't give an account for the people who in that gray area, like the disabled or the elderly people who could not work, And the idea was like, well, you fall in the gray area. I'm like, what the hell is the gray? I'm falling in the different zone.
You know who fell in the good area, Reese? What's crazy? If you was an immigrant and you can get Obamacare and you can get surgery free. And not only you can get it free, you come before of American. So if you was on the list for like a kidney or anything, or just to get surgery, and it was your time, and a foreigner or some immigrant got hurt that same day, he get before you. They come before you, and that's why Obama's trying to get rid of most of them, because it would cost the state more money when they get sick or something go wrong. That's why they never make them citizens for real. They can easily make them citizens when they come over. They do it with any other country, but we need cheap labor. We need people come over here who willing to take the jobs that now black people not willing to work. And when they mess up, we can just kick them out country.
Mhm.
But we get them papers and stuff. It don't work like that. They fire you. They can sue you. If you fire them, now they can come back at you. So they gonna never get. It ain't about them coming over here committing crime. That's the last thing they trying to do because they don't want to get sent home. They ain't stealing no chips. They at work for $5. So why in the hell are they gonna come over here and be doing any other things?
Right.
So a lot of people just gotta read between the lines and actually go out there and read stuff. Don't just take what you hand or you believe and y'all going off feelings. And I used to think that when I was young, I loved Obama. I thought Obama, and when I started to see what he was doing, I was like, hold up, this can't. Why is he pushing this gay agenda on everybody? Like it just didn't make sense. And down as I'm old, they make a lot of sense. He did his part. And then when I seen Trump come in there, I see that they don't like him. He doing shit that he don't supposed to be doing. He telling us things he don't supposed to be telling us. And I'm okay with that. I still think they all evil, period. But at the end of the day, we got to know what they doing. As long as we know what they doing, we'll know how to move. But when you don't know how they doing, that's why we out here wearing masks. Do you wear masks? You don't wear masks. You get a vaccine, you don't really know because at the end of the day, you don't really watch what's going on. You're not paying attention. You're just going off feeling. I don't like Trump. So if Trump say something, y'all gonna ignore it. I like Biden because he against Trump. So if Biden say something, you gonna do it. And then he turn around like, my bad, I was wrong about this. Fauci, my bad, we was wrong. We should have did more studies. But I was saying that the last 2 years, don't do this, y'all. We should get more information. Not that they wrong. We should get more information before we just take a jab. We don't know what's in it. People, you don't know what you're talking about. Conspiracy theorists. Trump came out and said, don't take it. Even though he took it because he had to take it. But he came out and at least said, give the people an option. And they wanted him out of it because he said that.
He ain't take the same shit everybody else took.
He took some water.
He took something else.
I do believe they have different stuff for you know, back then when they was doing all the jab. I do believe they had different stuff. Because my son asked me, he said, when do you know the government to give you anything for free that was good for you?
Exactly. I ain't never get that shit.
Not that they didn't give it away free, because they gave you stuff for free. They gave you milk and cheese and all that stuff. But I said stuff that was good for you.
The cheese had lead in
it. And the milk and all the other stuff. But like I said, it's not even good for your arteries and stuff. They tell you now, don't do this, don't do that. When you on it, they cut certain stuff out, but they fed it to us. They fed us the waste, the leftovers. You know, like it's like they ate the steak and gave us the fat. They cut the fat around and threw it. Look, that's been like that since we've been here. We got to do for ourselves. We got to educate ourselves. I hear y'all always talking about Obama, but go back further than Obama. Who was before Obama? Which was Clinton, and he was the one that signed that law in to make criminals do 85% of their time, no matter what it was. And I was like, dang, I didn't know Clinton did that. It was that 3-strike bill and stuff. They were saying that came from that regime. And then who was in the house before Clinton? It was Bush Jr. And all of them play on the same field. Trump was with Clinton.
Bush
Trump
Jr.
back then.
So Bush going in order. There was Obama, and then it was Bush Jr., and then it was Clinton 2 times, and then there was Bush Sr. So before Obama, it started with Bush Jr. Bush Jr. was in 7-11.
Right?
When 9/11 happened, Bush Jr. was in office. Yeah. That's when he gave that. He made that dumb look on his face when they came and told him that the Twin Towers had been attacked. And even with that, the only look on his face was like, the look on his face was like, oh crap, they did it before. It was like, oh crap, they did this before they said they were going to do it. Because the White House and government officials knew that those attacks were going to happen in advance. They just didn't want anybody to know it. Now, before him, his father was the war in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, with the oil shit.
Yeah. Both Bushes had wars that had something to do with the oil.
Because they had oil fields over there. They had the guards. Because my friend was in Desert Storm. They had them guarding oil because the Arabian people was trying to burn it. They had the American troops guarding oil fields. That don't make no sense. That's because
America was trying to take something that did not belong to them. So they'd rather burn their own and let you not have it.
Exactly. And we don't
instead of just letting them take it.
Like
That
Molly
was-
said,
that
all
wasn't-
things what they go to us.
That wasn't all of it, though. See, you got to remember, Daddy Bush and Bin Laden was partners in that oil. He was trying to take it over. It belonged to both of them, and the only way that it was gonna make it happen that it belonged to the whole Bush family was to get rid of Bin Laden. It was a takeover move, a hostile takeover move. So, but when they killed the sons, they couldn't kill him. They had to figure another way to kill him. So they imprisoned him instead and took him and bought him a lottery ticket.
And Monty said that was not Clinton originally. That was Glenn Denning, who changed a lot of the stuff as well. Like life meant life. Remember, life only used to mean 20 years back in the day. Now life meant like, yeah, they're making sure that these people, they give you these outlandish amounts of years for crimes like selling weed and stuff, and then to go back and say, oh, you was found with some weed, you get 30 years, and you got to serve 85% of 30 years for selling weed, which is legal now. It's like that was just another way to round up the
What was
troops,
bad?
round
What was
up
bad
and put
during
them in
that
jail.
time?
That was
They
another
coming to her.
agenda. Huh? What you say, Molly?
Said what was Biden and Camilla Harris during that time? That's
They
who
was
brought that
all
bill
on
to
the-
Clinton and them. That's who brought the bill to
They were in Congress in the House of Representatives.
Uh-huh.
the
See,
same
and-
guy in office now.
And then it made its way up. So it's like by the time it gets to their term of being in presidency or vice president, they've made the steps to get it to fruition so that they can keep going.
But it started a long way ago. Like we just said, Trump didn't take the same shot that everybody else took. Just like they don't get on white babies the same vaccines that they get of black kids that having all these autism, learning disorders and shit like that. It's 2 sets of vaccines, 2 sets of this and 2 sets. I ain't never get that shit. She had to get it for work, and we had to start using rubbers for 6 months till I felt like that shit got out of our system.
So what about the boot? And it's something because it's funny because when they got the shot, they said, "Oh, this is all you need." Then they came back and said, "You need a booster." Then they came back and said, "You need a booster to the booster." Then they came back and said, "Oh, you need a booster to the booster to the booster."
Yeah. And they experimenting, and all these people are lab rats.
Yeah, and then all these men dropping dead. Well, I don't want to say it, but it caused something with the hearts and the young men, and then all these people I see they getting sick and not being able to muster their hearts giving out, and I'm just like, wow, I lost a lot of friends.
But you know what, Reese? Something I just realized too. Ooh, there's an echo. But a lot of black men have been being diagnosed with prostate cancer more than you've ever heard about.
After them shots.
After those shots. You already had a lot of people getting cancer, but now you got more cancer diagnosis after that. With black men, with black women, with uterine cancer, with any types of cancers, but definitely fibroid.
We've always been suffering with fibroid cancer and
Yeah,
fibroid stuff.
When COVID was out, you ain't hear shit about nothing else. Now COVID is over.
Fibroid been out. That's been out for a minute.
No, I'm talking about when COVID was out.
Rapid.
All you heard about was COVID. Now COVID is over. They bought HIV back. All you hear HIV.
COVID is not over. Don't tell people COVID is over because the virus is still out there.
Well,
they not talking about it no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And I also want to bring something to the forefront, your medical treatment and services. Now, the insurance company, when the government was fitting the bill, everything you had was COVID. You go to the day one doctor for a sinus infection or the sniffles, they wrote COVID. You know why? Because the government was giving them money to save it. And that's why, look, as soon as the government stopped You go to the doctor, oh, you got a sinus infection. But didn't I have the same? They kept doing that, using that as an excuse to get the people scared for one, mass panic. COVID ain't going nowhere, y'all. The hospitals
That's
are still
easy
but
people
the
food.
news ain't reporting it no more. That's the only difference. People are still getting sick, people still dying. The people with the weak immune system, like there was before. The only difference, they're not talking about it anymore because the government's not paying for it anymore. So now it's like a hush fell over Jerusalem. I'm like, make that make sense.
People gotta use their brains. A lot of dumb people out here, and I tell a lot of kids, just because people older than you don't make them smarter than you. Because as I came older, I started to realize there's a lot of OGs I used to listen to that's dumb as shit. They don't have a clue, and it ain't their fault. They just ain't experienced that much in life, and they don't care to research. And when that COVID stuff first came out, I asked everybody, what's in it? You know, and the first thing I started tricking people was I just hand them something to eat, and they say, what is that? I say, it don't matter, just eat it. They say, no, I need to know what's in it before I just eat something. Then why the fuck you just taking a shot without knowing what's in it? You know, people just easily fool. All you gotta do is fear them and scare them and say this out here, but it had cold-like symptoms. That told you what it is. It ain't nothing but a cold. Now they can make you take a shot because you had a cold before that. You just like, nope, you ain't going to hospital. Take this NyQuil. Take any type of cold medicine, you'll give it to your kid. But now you got kids in high school that's dying on the court after taking this shot, having heart complications. My mother died a month later. I told my mother, don't take the shot, Ma. Don't take the shot. She took the shot. She believed in the news. She believed in everything they tell her. Everything I said, Marley, you one of them conspiracy theories. I still love you. My mother died a month later due to heart complications. And know what they told us? Oh no, it was COVID. You know what happened was when you died from COVID, they wasn't paying out for that at the time. So it was like you really had to really pay out, and then people was dying over and over. And we just lost 3 people the past week: a aunt, a godmother, all of them in their 50s, and they died from heart complications. She was in the gym and she just died from a heart attack. That's all that's coming from them jabs. And a lot of people don't know that. I got my booster. I got my jab. They was fighting to get it. The old people got it first. They dancing, making TikTok. They done trick y'all into it. Who want to get it first? They was giving out free food, free burgers. When they giving you shit to take shit, you should know.
And what was that Ohio? They was giving out $1,000, $1 million. Who?
They was giving all that. They was giving beer. Yeah, they was giving out beer too.
And I lost a lot of loved ones to that, and I found out what was in it. I got it because I have family members that work in the hospital and stuff, right? So they gave me a back of one of the stuff that was in it. Now you gotta know, you gotta do research of what these names mean, like Chad X. You got to know what that is. That is the fetus from a 16-week aborted. It says a white male fetus that's in there, Chad X. Then you got to know what recombinant means. And you got to know the certain words because they'll give it to you, but you got to look it up. You could break it down. RN, that RNA. Now that attacks your genes. I don't need nobody recombining nothing and adding Chad X to my genes. And I'm not saying anything to the people who take it, but that was the Pfizer one. Was that the Pfizer or was that with Johnson & Johnson? The one of the first 3 that came out. It wasn't the Moderna. It wasn't the Pfizer. Y'all remember that third one? That's the one that she gave me what was the ingredients, what was on the back of it. And I'm pretty sure the same thing that was on the back of that was on the back of all of them because they think they're making them from the same plants. Because they were saying that one set got contaminated with another a set of vaccines, and I'm like, how did the Moderna get contaminated with Johnson or vice versa? Because they all making it from the same place.
So the one that was made from one place, it was Pfizer, and Pfizer was the one. Why I know that is because Johns Hopkins University and hospital had all of their employees get Pfizer. And the one that really started taking people down was Johnson & Johnson.
And then what
I know
about
a couple
Moderna?
of people who had gotten extremely sick after taking the Johnson & Johnson one. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it, but if you're saying that one got contaminated with the other, it would have been Moderna and Johnson & Johnson for those two. Pfizer was by itself.
Okay. Well,
And-
one of the factories right there in Baltimore, they was making it.
Yeah.
Where they was making it at.
Oh, well, you already know not to trust that, then it comes from Baltimore.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
I ain't not.
you come from Baltimore. So what you say? We can't trust you either? Don't say that.
I'm different.
Baltimore
that's
got some good
different.
stuff.
I'm different. I'm always in PG County.
But you come from Baltimore.
Nope.
It don't matter how the race start. It matter where you end at.
So if you end up in Baltimore, no, that's not true. A lot of people moving out to Baltimore, get houses out in the county part. But the county is looking like the city. I'm confused.
It's
They try to
starting
fix
be
it up.
like that. You live in a nice neighborhood, got a big ass house, and all of a sudden I'm smelling weed and shit, and I come outside like, yo, this shit crazy. But they don't play that shit though, because they start sending out letters from the homeowner association, and you know what I mean. They go around and knock on the door and all that shit. So they ain't where I live at. They ain't playing that because it's a good mix. It's black people, African people, Chinese, and white people, Indian. It ain't all one thing. Like, yeah, like when I first moved around there, the people lived in the house next, they was Australian, and then it was a black lady on the other side, and then yeah, but it's really changing though. And that Section 8 is something else. Like, but
Slicky
yeah,
said he a Baltimore contractor, and he owned his own house. Slicky Woo Boo.
oh, that's good. Yeah.
So,
But
he said, "Don't trust nothing come from Baltimore, Molly. We can't trust Slicky either because he come from Baltimore. Don't trust nothing that come from Murphy Homes.
That come
JoJo
from
Baby,
the
Slicky Woo Boo, contractor, Mr. and Mrs. Contractor. When they come past that line,
A
Yeah,
lot of
when I,
people don't know that.
when
The
all that,
RNA is a receiver the whole time. A lot of people didn't know that. So when they were saying they was putting the RNA inside of this and that, I was like, people don't know that's in the damn remote. And I only know that because I deal with devices on my camera, and it's inside of the remote receiver that I send to the camera to take a picture. So if they got RNA inside your DNA, they can do shit too. They can actually tap into you. And I'm like, they actually putting technology that we use inside of devices, inside of people. And that's why you got the first cyborg in certain countries. They okay with that, but they easing us into it. And the whole time you don't know you're already compatible to your computer. That's why they putting them goggles on. They saying everything. They already compatible.
Messenger, look up messenger RNA, and they'll tell you what it means. You got to break it down. It's a recombination of your genes.
But
what are they
that's
recombining your genes with? Then you got to ask them now, why are they recombining? What's wrong with my genes the way they is? And they claim they put in the spikes on your genes so it'll fight back to protect yourself from that virus. No, thank you. I don't need nothing else. In my system, you don't have to put no spikes on nothing. But I'm gonna ask y'all this. Y'all probably didn't see it, but a few years ago, while it was during the pandemic, they were on a naval base. They had research. It was on 60 Minutes. And y'all can go back and look at it. Gosh, what day was it? I want to say in November. On 60 Minutes, it was an episode of 60 Minutes where they were taking these nanos and injecting it into people to try to, if you got sick, because this lady got sick and she went in a coma, whatever. They said she got sick from coma, from COVID, and they took these nanos and put it in her system to try to fix what was wrong with her body from the inside out, so they could see everything going on in her body. She was in a coma, and her husband gave them consent to do it. This was on the Navy, and they was fixing her body from the inside out. They injected her with the fluid because the nano was so tiny. It was in the fluid. They injected her because it's injectable. They injected it. It was on 60 Minutes. It came on Channel 9, WUSA. If y'all go back and look up the 60 Minutes with nanotechnology, the lady in the coma, you will see that episode. They showed it to the world. They said we got this stuff that can go inside you where we can track what's going on, everything. We can control your body from the inside.
It's called frequency challenging. What they do, and you might think I'm crazy for saying this, and there's people once you took that, you got all of those shots, or in some instances just the surgery, and they put this. It's a chip, but it's not a chip. They're building something in you that's all going to go together. And there's someone out there, once they get everything in you, they come out with a little frequency box, and they get next to you. They'll know if you had the shot or not without even you going to the doctor. So when they light up that 5G tower that satellite that they sent up there, and your body start glowing and you go because you had that shot, I'll see y'all later. I'll still be here. I didn't take the shot.
I ain't take that shit either or wear a mask because I ain't want to fuck my bed up. But we looking at the Bill Gates shit too. He the vegetables he growing, all that shit got RNA in it too.
I mean, that's gonna be
They're making it in the lab now. They're not telling you what genes they get the meat from. It could be human. Remember, they had so many bodies on top of bodies. We don't know if that meat they making is coming from.
They was paying farmers millions of dollars to destroy their crop.
Yeah,
if they was gonna make $3 million that year, they said they get them $5 to $6 million to just destroy it. So people was destroying their farm. The people who didn't, they mysteriously died and lost.
And that's what those farmers was mad at a president about it, because they hadn't received their payment.
What president was they mad at?
It's orange guy.
Oh, she said the orange.
They always find a way to try.
They was mad before him. They was doing it before him.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't just thrown out there at that time. I didn't know anything about it up until it came up on it was 60 Minutes, and it was on something else that I'd be watching, and they were saying they hadn't got their payment yet. They was promised it, but they never got it, and they were about to lose their farm. It was like 8 of them. But this guy had already just went
and the president was supposed to pay them. They was supposed to get paid for the president of the United States.
Not out of his pocket. Hey, don't get sarcastic. He don't pay his own bills. How he gonna pay somebody?
We lose track of what's the real problem, because y'all always find a way to blame. Oh, it was Trump because of Trump. Then we lose. So who really was the issue?
No. I did the same thing with Wallace.
Bill Gates. It's Bill Gates. It's Bill Gates. He bought up all the land, and he was buying them and robbing them peoples out of their land. That's who it was. I mean, you can blame the president if you want, but that's exactly who it was. They was spraying the food. They still doing it. He bought all the vegan stuff. I'm scared to eat half the vegan shit now because he done bought Impossible meat. He buying everything. It's Bill Gates.
I believe that. I believe that. But I want to live where I'm free.
Gates behind. Who do Bill Gates support on the political road? Watch who he's standing behind. Think about it. Think about who he's supporting. Who agenda is he helping push? There's more to this stuff than meets the eye, y'all. And the only way we gotta get informed before you go in that booth and make your selection. For those of you who do vote, don't go on feelings. Don't go on hormones. Don't go. Have some accurate knowledge. If you want to get out there and do it, know what button you pushing and why. That's if you're going to do it. And at the end of the day, ask yourself this: did my vote really count?
Yeah, I don't never do no voting. That shit don't mean nothing. During election time, I go to 7-Eleven, get a nutty buddy.
Not a nutty buddy.
Because that hold more weight than we go in the booth.
Yeah, I just want to get the count to know how many motherfuckers still brainwashed. When they say Yeah, if that one vote, your one vote would have changed everything. I said they use that line every time.
Chico shit.
You know, your one vote would have changed. No, it wasn't. It's electoral vote. Y'all really think it's a poll? They just want to know who I like. We don't pick the president. We learn that in school. So it's like people really need to go back and relearn everything. That's why I tell everybody, just forget everything you learned and just go back from the beginning and relearn all that stuff as an adult. And you'll realize that Groundhog Day, all this stuff that we be like, it's going to be 6 weeks of more winter. Like, that's retarded. It's always 6 more weeks of winter from the time that the groundhog come out. But for some reason, people really watch the news and they debate they whole next 6 weeks off that. It's like we got to wake up. We got to get out of the furry tales. No more Santa Claus. No more tooth furries. No more Jesus Christ. Bunny. None of that. Like, we need to stick to the real. Like, what's real? If I hit you, that hurt, don't it? Don't believe if I hit you, it hurt. You going to know. Like, we got to stop from believing and knowing.
Yeah. Well, guys, look here. I got to head on out and take care of some business. I got one day before the show. And that's tomorrow. Actually, I don't have one day. I got 2 days. So let me get on up out of here.
Before you go, you need to plug your show.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
And do it again.
Wait a minute, hold on. Today's Thursday.
Tomorrow's show.
Yes. I get that right. All right, people.
And
tomorrow
you still
night
didn't
at
plug
the
your
Galactic
show.
Panthers.
Okay.
Tomorrow night at the Galactic Panthers here in Alexandria. I got a show going out. Come on out and enjoy yourself.
My mind was bred a little different, you're from my own place.
Y'all hold it up, y'all.
Why the fuck would I wanna go there?
Yeah.
Mama, I make you smile. Mama.
All right, I hope to see y'all there.
Mama.
All right, great.
Tomorrow night, we going to show the Galactic Panthers. I think
if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hot down here, God, that's my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me today. I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not.
It gets kind of hectic. We're going to do a show where everybody that got the book, because I know everybody got a favorite character, a favorite chapter. When y'all finish it, let me know. I want to be part of the show as well.
Yes, indeed.
I got number 2 sitting right here that I'm working on trying to get that out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I bought the book.
Number 2 is worse than this. If you say, oh, Lord, number 2, child gonna make you peel yours. You're gonna be like, damn it, you know. That's why it's called Indigo, a much deeper blue.
I bought the book from you when I first met her. You signed it. She took it over.
It's good. It's woo.
It's interesting, but wait till you read the second one. I can't wait for the second one to hit because the second one is definitely. It's a doozy. You got some bad stuff. You think there's bad stuff in that one. There's worse stuff in the second one.
This is interesting because they sure tell some things about the generation of mothers that we done came from.
But so many people
in grandmas
age group and most of the mothers was like that. Hey, my mother wasn't shit either.
Well, there was a lot of mothers that was good.
Yeah, however, we talking about what we're reading and what we experience.
This talking about Patricia.
Mm.
Yeah, wait till you see some other stuff. So I can't say the mom is the person. Everybody person different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm saying a lot of people got the same story we got.
Wow.
More got that story than don't.
Mm-hmm.
In our community. I don't know about no other race, but I'm talking about in our community. Yeah.
But I hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Y'all be coming up this tomorrow is Freaky Friday.
Okay.
So Tall Tale Thursday was going to be about you telling everybody's going to get a chance to tell a story but I had to handle some business at the beginning of the show. I didn't know. And Molly and Lee was gracious enough to step in for me. And I thanked them. And look, and what they was talking about, the politics, that was Tall Tale too, y'all. So y'all tune back in tomorrow.
Okay.
We love y'all.
All right, love you
Love
too.
you too.
All right, later. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. You're welcome.